Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell by the title, we've got another foundation wear test today. I could not wait to film this video because during my foundation fabs or flushes this year, I have discovered the Bare Minerals original foundation and I really liked it. As I was buying it, I've noticed that Bare Minerals also has the matte version, so that's what we are testing out today. If you would like to find out how the Bare Minerals matte foundation looks like and wears like on an oily acne prone skin, then just keep on watching. You know the drill. I've got my notes ready. I'm on the Bare Minerals website and we shall read the claims of this foundation. It costs £29 in the UK and it comes in the same shade range, I think. I will try and whiz through this as quickly as I can, but Bare Minerals really like to let you know what's up. Texture, loose powder foundation. Coverage, sheer to full. Finish, naturally matte. Shade range, 30 to true to you shades. Effective matte powder foundation, quite possibly the perfect foundation for oily skin. Minimizes the appearance of pores and imperfections whilst providing buildable sheer to full coverage with no shine. Makeup so pure you can sleep in it. I wouldn't recommend. Made with purity in mind and without parabens, binders or fillers, our long-lasting matte foundation protects your skin with SPF 15 and promotes clearer, healthier looking skin without over drying, leaving you with a flawless finish that lasts up to 8 hours. Let's test that out. This is makeup so pure that it won't even cause breakouts. This is makeup so pure that it won't cause breakouts even if you sleep in it. You already said that. Find your perfect shade with our extended original and matte foundation shade range, now in 32 shades. You can get flawless skin, blah blah blah. I get frustrated when brands repeat themselves, especially in the same paragraph. So let's move on to the benefits instead. Provides SPF 15 non-chemical mineral-based sun protection, promotes clearer, healthier looking skin over time, non-comedogenic, hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested, formulated without parabens, binders, fillers. None of our products are tested on animals. I'm not going to read the how to use because I can immediately see, because it's in bold letters, exactly the same as the original foundation. The ingredients list is very minimal, which is nice. They kind of stay true to that claim. But let's be real. Let's test it on the face. So I'm going to zoom it in and we're going to get started. Okay, so the packaging is almost identical. The only difference is that it obviously says matte on the matte version and original on the original formulation. I'm going to put my original away just in case I mix up the caps. I like the simplicity of this packaging, you know. Unlike the original foundation, I don't have a booklet with this one. I love the mechanism of this packaging. You open it and you can bin this stopper, and then once it's open, all you need to do is like twist it to lock in the powder, so even if it's upside down it doesn't come out. Again, I'm not like a sucker for packaging, but they thought about this, you know. Let's just get started. I'm gonna dump some out so hopefully you can see. By the way, I did choose the same shade, fairly light, 03. Some people thought it was a little bit too light for me the last time I tried it, but I personally quite liked it. However, one of the suggestions that I got in my last testing video, the original foundation, was to use concealer before the foundation, which was actually a nice suggestion. Never thought about doing it that way. Why? I don't know. But today I'm just going to conceal my under eye area before I put this foundation on. So I'm going to take a dab of my Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer. I'm putting like a nice dot in my inner corner there, And I'm going to use the brush I'm going to be using for the foundation. This is Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques. So what I'm going to do is take my foundation brush. I wouldn't recommend sponges with this. And I'm going to begin to swirl this foundation onto my face. If it's any similar to the original foundation, you do need to really like push it in, and the more you rub it in, the nicer it looks. Ooh. By the way, I also did moisturize with my Revolution SPF 30 Protecting Boost for normal to oily skin prior to this. I actually did let it sit on my skin for a little while, and obviously my face isn't like wet. The beauty of this foundation as well, it really is sheer to full coverage. Well, not full. It can be like sort of high depending on how much you take. It really can be like whatever you want it to be. But I immediately know I won't like this as much as the original. It does give you a matte finish, like a really matte finish. It's not as like even, and hopefully you can see it just grabs onto my face a little bit odd. And for everyone that said I'm using too much, well, yeah, I'm using a lot because I like full coverage. So yeah, I'm using a lot, but I'm really buffing it in. And you know what? I think this shade in this foundation is spot on for me. It does look a little bit different than the original. Okay, this is one side of my face with sort of one layer of the foundation on, applied with a very dense brush in comparison to my bare face. Again, I don't think it actually has as good of a coverage, as buildable of a coverage as the original. This is more of a medium coverage, and it definitely is clinging onto my dry patches. It doesn't look terrible, but already I don't like it as much as the original foundation. When I saw what the original foundation looked like, I immediately thought, oh, it would have been so perfect if it was like matte but natural at the same time. So maybe in even another video I'll combine the two. But let's see how well it covers this disaster right here. I do have a lot more spots on this side. It is quite a yellow undertone, by the way. It's like neutral but leaning a little bit yellow. Okay, and this is the other side of my face with one application's worth in comparison to my bare face. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's definitely not impressing me as much as the original. The original definitely like grew on me as the day went by, so this might have a similar effect. I am very disappointed that I can't build it anymore. Like, I'm gonna give it a try, but I feel like I can't build it, and it really is like getting to me because I definitely had a little bit better of a coverage with the original formula. Like I said, I personally feel like the original has just a little bit better of a coverage, but overall I don't want you to feel like I'm bashing it. It looks okay. I'm not testing cream bronzer on top of this because it's not my favourite on top of this foundation. I'm just going to use powder. Yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, it is perfectly 10 o'clock, and let's wear this and see what happens. Okay, you guys, 2 hours in, and this is what my face looks like. I'm actually really happy because I can't see like too much shine. There's just a little bit of like dewiness in the center of my face, which I actually personally like. I want this like foundation to last. I will blot, and I actually want to see how much comes off. Okay, so it's nice and matte again. Literally, this was just like near my nostrils, this bit and this bit. I quite like it, so I'm not going to ramble too much. It's looking good at our number 2, Let's keep going. Okay, hour number 4, and this is what my face looks like. I'm actually really impressed because my face isn't that shiny and it didn't rub off despite me wearing a mask, so that's nice. You know what, I am shiny enough to blot, so let's do that. I'm glad I did blot. There is a little bit of transfer, not a lot, but enough. I'm liking it. I'm liking it more and more. It's nice and long lasting. You know, there's not like a lot of rub off. This could be a good one. So again, this is going to be very brief, but I'm gonna keep going. Hour number 6, and this is what my face looks like. You guys, this is looking great. I mean, I am finally seeing the level of oiliness I expected at like hour number 2 and then at hour number 4, and now I'm seeing it at hour number 6, which is great. It means it's going to actually last on my skin, and it's actually not coming off as much as I expected it to. Middle of my face is fine. It's slowly rubbing off my spots. I am very happy. I will blot because I just want it to last as much as possible. It's actually a decent transfer as well. I like this side of my face more than this because I had those 3 blemishes that really stand out. But again, I think listening to one of the advices that I got under my previous Bare Minerals foundation wear test, I would have to spot conceal and then put the foundation on, and I think it actually would work. I'm happy, really happy. Let's keep going. Hour number 8, and I can say that I'm officially really happy with how this foundation wear test turned out, because I still have a vast majority of the foundation on my face. I am a little bit shiny in the center, and on my jaw the coverage is slowly like rubbing off. So I could do with a touch up, but if I remember correctly, in the original foundation I touched up a little bit sooner. I will blot, as we can see. I still have foundation on, which is great. Hooray! It is officially hour number 10. It's actually 10.5 hours now, and I just blotted. This was my face before the blotting, and I can honestly say, with regards to longevity, this actually beats the original foundation for me. Obviously, it totally makes sense. I have oily skin. This is a matte foundation. It's going to last a little bit longer on my skin. There's 2 things that I wish were just a little bit better, and that is the coverage. I wish I was able to build it to as much of a high coverage as I can with the original version, but it's fine. You know, it's like a very solid medium, almost a high, which is totally fine. I can just conceal individual blemishes and then put that foundation over the top. However, you know, for that price, it's just, I wish it could do that by itself. And the second thing is, it does cling onto dry patches. I do have flaky skin around my spots when they do heal, and it did kind of cling onto that. Obviously, it's not as visible anymore because my sebum is like hydrating that powder, but overall I really like this foundation. It has lasted on my skin, and again, because it's a powder foundation, you can reapply it throughout the day, so I highly recommend it. I do have yet another foundation from Bare Minerals. This is Blemish Rescue Skin Clearing loose powder foundation. So let me know if you would want me to test this out. I am actually thinking of testing this out for like a week and seeing if there's any actual benefits. So let me know if you want me to test this out. Bare Minerals, both the original and now the matte version, are Costa approved. I like them so much. Wish there was a hybrid between the two, I think, in ideal world, but I like them both separately as well. They are so good, worth recommending. As always, I hope you have enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.